To get in the video.
Oh, well, I just started. Okay, well, hello, guys. It's 1/2 KJ here.
That's my line? And the other half of KJ.
She's forgetting the last 2 story times we've done. When to say, oh, hey, it's the other KJ here.
No, I'm doing that on purpose.
Yeah, I know. I don't like it.
I don't care. I don't
funny.
give a tiny rat's booty. You're so funny.
So, okay, the title of this video might feel, a little just like, wait, what? Like, how could this happen? You're still alive, like, I'm making this video. Just a tad bit. It started, what day was it? It doesn't matter what day it is, but it was a day.
Halloween, I remember distinctly.
Yes, it was the day before Halloween. Okay, well, anyway, so I remember all I hear, we're going to start this off with a, mini story time, kind of. And it was, okay, so she just walks up to me and kind of just something like that.
No, I think I remember. Just kidding, I didn't say that. I didn't say that to her. I just said I hate names.
Yeah, just I hate you. I'm like, what? Okay, so have been having problems lately. That sounds like you guys are a couple. But their friendship has been on the fence.
Having problems, I don't know what to do. Just kidding, I hate you. Just kidding. Me and...
Okay, so I was just like, okay, like what happened this time? And she explained to me something that and I'm like, what's wrong? And she was like, it was something about Christianity and atheism, something
Daniel
like that.
thinks Christianity sucks, and I was mad because he kept saying it, and it offended me.
Mm-hmm.
Who's in the right here, guys?
No one's in the right.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm in the right.
Honestly, she.
So,
as in, both of you can have your opinions. Just stop being dramatic about it.
Yes.
Because we were both being dramatic.
I was on both of their sides because I was on Katie's. So I was like, what do I do? They're both my friends here. So when we did that, and on her side, we're like, okay, you didn't explain to me, and and I'm like, oh, okay, so it's a miscommunication. It was the same words, but your meaning. I fixed it, and I'm like, okay.
I didn't the story actually. Say the side of the story.
I don't remember. And I was like, okay, wait. Yeah, they stopped because I was just like, I'm having problems. I'm like, wait. Really smart. My arm feels really heavy. It started feeling heavy, and I'm like.
At first, she was actually like, I don't know what's up with my arm right now, but
it's it feels really heavy, but whatever. And I'm like. And I kept bringing it up. My arm is really heavy. And I'm like, what's wrong with my arm? So, I then told another one of our friends. And I'm like, what's wrong? And she's like, I don't know. Are you dying? And I'm like, I don't know. It gets better. It starts, tingling then. And I'm like, what is wrong with my arm? Me thinking, maybe this is all mental. Maybe, I don't even know. I'm like, what is wrong with my arm? This is really weird. It stopped. I'm like, oh, okay, good. I go back to our table, I started eating food, and my top lip starts feeling numb. Not just tingling and falling asleep, it starts feeling numb, and I'm like, what the heck? It was only on this side of my, body.
So do you guys know what this sounds like?
A stroke! That sounded so weird. A stroke. I was telling my friends, and they're like, that's signs for you having a stroke. And I'm like, I'm a child. I really hope I'm not having a stroke.
Well, teenagers get mini strokes.
Yeah, we're maybe that's a mini, I don't know. So then it went away. Then my bottom lip got numb, or this side. And I was like, okay, seriously, what is wrong? She, over here, still dealing with her whole, Daniel Nutseye thing. Not even noticing I'm almost dying over here.
I didn't know what's the problem. Does that make it sound better? I don't think so.
No, that doesn't.
Yes, it does. Okay, I'm in the clear.
No, you're not. So I was telling my other friend, and she's like, we need to get you to the nurse or something. You're like, you need to go home. And I'm like, I seriously don't know what's wrong with me. Then this is when something went wrong. Is when my tongue started to get numb. I'm doing this so I can get the reaction. My tongue, I couldn't speak, and I'm like, okay, what is wrong with me? I need to go home.
Tell me when lunch is over, and then I'll chime in with something.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, wait. So we walk to, I walk with my friend who was the only friend that came with me, and she's like, okay, we need to go. And I'm like, thank you. I'm like, I'm having a mini stroke. I'm dying. I'm still trying to make a joke out of it because I'm not someone who likes to be that serious. So I'm like, haha, I'm going to die here. Great. My friends don't even care. Like, haha. Because none of them knew because I was like, it was kind of like happening like on the mini side. And I was like, yeah, great. I'm going to have, and they're like, wait, what happened? I'm like, yeah. They're like, that sounds like a mini stroke. You need to go. And I'm like, yeah, I do. So this is happened when the whole lunch is over, or at least we're in the office.
I was in the library.
Yeah,
I'm not going to say what happened.
You left me in the library. You left me to go to the library.
I was in the library. I was walking to fifth period. Something happens, which I might not even ever say what it was. Something happened. It gave me a concussion. It was both painful and traumatic.
Twice!
So I get to fifth period. I start crying. Katie sees comforting me. I tell her what happened. She brings me to the office. And then I see Jenna there talking to Miss Moy. And I was a little...
Miss Moy was just talking to me.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, hello.
And Jenna, you can say your reaction to seeing me in there with tears.
I'm going to go a little bit more back to when, just a tad bit, when I got into the office, they're like, what's wrong? And they're like, okay, you can go back, but not to my friend that was there with me. And I'm like, what? I need moral support. I'm dying here. And I explained what was happening, and it was hard because my tongue...
My phone's distracting, by the way, guys.
My tongue was at numb at the time. So I'm like... I was trying to tell her my name. Like, I even said, she's like, oh, what's your name? I was like, can I, like, call my mom, call my dad? And I'm like, okay. And she's like, oh, what's your name, by the way? And I'm like, Jenna. But it came out like, Jenna. So, like, she thought my name was Gemma. And she even told my mom that my name was... She's like, oh, Gemma's trying to talk to you. And it was, like, really hard. And I was trying to explain, like, what was happening and everything. But it was hard because I can't speak. And so my mom said she'll come pick me up. I'm like, oh, no. My mom says I can't call Dad. My dad said, okay, I'll come pick you up. And I'm like, great. I'm not going to die. Let's hope. So then I sit down. Miss Moy just like, oh, like, ask me a bunch of questions. I'm like, yeah, this is not fun. Like, and Miss Moy's our guidance counselor, right? Yeah. Yeah, guidance counselor.
You didn't know what Miss Moy
No,
does.
I knew what she was, but I didn't know it was called a guidance counselor. Everyone just calls her the counselor.
There's not really a difference.
I know. Well, so
Whatever. She's our school guidance counselor.
Yeah, she's our school. So when we did it, I just see Katie C and Katie B walk in, and I'm kind of laughing over here because I'm like, haha, both Katie. And I see her crying, and I'm like, oh no, what happened?
Did you think it was something to do with Daniel?
No, I was just like, I'm like, what it's, I honestly...
Because honestly, when I
because
watched it,
of
I was
what
like, she's going to think this is because of
of what was happening, like, before, like, kept happening, like, before, and when I was hurt, I'm like, who was talking about you? Like, who was talking about you? Because you didn't go to the nurse, you went to Miss Moy's. So I'm like, you're talking
I sat
to
down
someone.
to wait for her. She went to get me an ice pack for my head,
Yeah.
and then I went in to talk to her.
And I remember...
That was the first time I've ever cried in her
I'm not
office, by the
saying
way.
anything...
I saw her so much in 7th grade, and that was
You
the
did.
first time I ever cried in her office.
I remember I was just like, I didn't even say anything like, oh, I'm dying here. Like, I was just like, Katie C, what's wrong? Like, what happened to KDB? And she's like, oh. By this time, my tongue wasn't numb anymore. And I'm like, okay, God, I can actually talk. And she's like, oh, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, you're kidding me, right? Like, what? Okay, so I was just like, wait, what? Like, huh? Like, I was so confused. I'm like, why? And I'm trying not to give much outs and Katie C had to go back, and I'm like, okay, bye. Like, you're gonna leave me now. Like,
Everyone comes in that they can support her, and then they just leave.
And I'm like, okay, bye. I'm dying. And at this time, I'm like, oh, I probably should write down my symptoms. So I had this note, and I was like writing down all my symptoms. And by this time, my back started getting a little numb.
Oh,
and I'm
no,
like,
this really sounds like. Honestly, I'm honestly thinking right now. Are you sure it wasn't a mini stroke?
so I was just like, oh,
Because
great.
if you watch the Gabrielle Moses video about the time she had a mini stroke, she pretty much says exactly what you're saying right now.
That's fun. So when I was,
I'm not kidding. That's how I know.
So when I was going through all of this, I was kind of lucky because I had a test inside and I didn't have to take it. So Yay me. But
I have a stroke. I'm so lucky.
And I'm like, hey, at least I don't have to. And so I started writing it down, but it's like my vision started to get like a little like blurry and stuff. And I'm like,
This is scaring me, honestly.
she knows I'm still alive, but this is scary, okay? And I was just like, and I was trying to like write stuff out. Like I remember, Demon, he was texting me, and he was just like, are you okay? Like, you're not dead, right? Because all he saw was me walking with my dad to the car, like the pickup
By the way,
section.
Demon's not his real name.
Oh no.
The name we call him.
Yeah. It took me the entire time from my school to my house, which my house and school are not that close, they're like 10 minutes, to one text from Demon. I could not see. I knew what I was trying to say. Like, I knew in my head. So I knew, like, what I wanted to say, but I couldn't type it, and I didn't know how to spell it. And I couldn't even say it, like, the word. Like, I was like, but my brain just knew what I needed to say. So it took me forever. I was finally typing, and I got home, and my dad is just like, I have to go, like I have to do some errands. Is it fine if you just stay here? I'm like, yeah, I'll be fine. Hopefully I don't die. So my mom texted me, like, did Dad come pick you up? And I'm like, yeah, so I'm home now. And she's like, I'll see you in my break. Then I'll see if I need to take you to, like, the emergency room, because, when it looks like you're dying and sounds like you're dying and stuff, I told my mom all of the things that, like, happened and stuff. So, I told my mom about it. I was home for, like, 30 minutes before my mom came to pick me up. I could start to text again. Like, I was good. Like, my vision was back. Everything was good. And I told my mom, she's like, I'm like, am I dying? Am I having, like, a mini stroke? I'm like, all my friends think I'm having, like, a mini stroke or something. And she's like, you're not dying. You're having a migraine. And I'm like, huh?
But your head didn't hurt, did it?
No. That's not what
A
happened.
migraine is a headache.
I started just getting a headache. I did start just getting a headache. But I'm like, huh? I'm having a migraine? This isn't a normal thing to have when you have a migraine. She's like, that's what... She got her pickles open, guys.
There's pickle juice.
God. So, she's like, yes, that's what happens when I have a migraine. She's like, there's a medicine that I usually take. And I'm like, how are you supposed to know if I'm having a migraine or if I'm having a stroke? She was like, yeah, I went to the doctors and I asked them the same thing. They're like, oh no, you're just having a migraine. Like, that's just how your body takes migraines, and it's genetic, I guess, or something. I don't know if this is the way everyone has migraines or just my family. I have no idea. I really hope it's not everyone, because seriously, I was just like, I don't ever want that to happen to me again. I'm like, honestly, like, if I ever get that again, I'll be like, hey mom, I'm gonna stay home. Like,
I could finally look at my phone. I saw a text from Jenna that said I'm not going to school tomorrow. I threw up today.
oh yes, I threw up.
I got my pickles, you guys.
Okay, great. Okay, yes, I threw up. I remember this, and it was after. Oh no, it was at the end of the day. It was like towards the end of the day. I was like, okay. I'm like, Mom, I do not feel good, but I was like, fine. I ate food. It was not much. I went home. I'm glad that I didn't. Let me say a little bit longer. I literally went home, was there for a few seconds, and it was like, and then I threw up. And I'm like, oh, great. Not going to school tomorrow, which tomorrow was freaking Halloween. Halloween looked really fun, and I heard trick or treat. I had a bag of candy, and if you told a trick or treat, you'd give you candy.
Which one?
And,
I don't think so.
well, that's what I heard. So, I was
Were
sad.
you there?
No, but Jenny me on the bus.
Oh.
So that was my story time of when I almost had a mini stroke, also just a migraine. Oh yeah, that was my story time. It just I'm fine. I hopefully wasn't having a mini stroke. Hopefully it was just a migraine, but it was fine. And hey, then the next day I freaking just watched the whole Shane Dawson Jake Paul series. I seriously watched that the whole day-ish. So peace out.